How's it going? This is Dylan.
This is Leslie.
This is Music and Mascara in the car. Check us out at musicandmascara.com. Where we do stuff and make videos and help people do stuff.
With their business.
Yes.
Help others and share what we're learning.
And share what we're doing. And just generally have fun. While we learn about business. Yep. So what have you been doing?
I have been trying to catch up on some training material that I had purchased previously. So I've been going through some training and I'm reading a book. So just really kind of focusing on personal development and trying to find a better routine or a routine at all.
Okay, so since we don't have anything to talk about and this is like super random, you just gave me something. I know the book where that came from, and that was suggested to you by somebody. But how do you select what training materials? I mean, because you could go, when you talk about self-improvement, you could go to Barnes & Noble or you could go somewhere and just pick up any old book, but it will not always be productive to business building, and you know, it won't be always productive time spent.
Right.
And also all these online courses that, I mean, everybody has like for 7 payments of $89.95 or usually like $1,500 or whatever it is, or more. How do you pick? Because some of these ones that cost tons of money, we've bought them, and they're good, and we learn a lot. But how do you pick them? Usually you're in charge of it, and you'll come to me and be like, hey, this is fantastic. I like this guy or girl. What makes you pick it?
So that line alone is how I pick it, because it's typically somebody that I've been following, that I respect as a business person, that I like how they run their business. So it is same thing that we're teaching. Like, it is so much more about the person than even the content. And I mean, I don't even have to know how successful they are. There are people I follow every day, and I have no clue if they're making money or not. But the way they carry themselves, it doesn't matter. That's what I want to emulate. So that is also, I don't take any purchase like that. Like, it's never spontaneous. It is somebody I've watched and followed and like watching and follow and want to be, you know, and just respect how they run business, because I don't ever want to be a cheesy salesman. I don't ever want to be a hard salesperson. You know, there's so much I don't want to be. And I always want it to be about relationship building. So I like to follow and emulate the people that do that in their business.
I want somebody that's real. Like, when they're talking to you, they sound like they're just talking to one of their friends or whatever, and it's not like a...
Right. I tend to like, and I think that's why things like Periscope and Facebook Live are so popular, is because you do want to make it's still about the connection. You want to be able to connect with somebody. I don't want to just hear about your accolades and how successful you are. That makes it seem unattainable. But when you break it down and this is what you do and you build and you grow, and I can do that. Which
is funny, because that's exactly one of the things we always talk about how to even build your business in the first place. Is just be you in the first place.
Right.
That's what started this whole thing. It's just us driving around and doing this.
Yep. So yeah, I do like to purchase training. I do like to support people that I really look up to. I can think of 3 off the top of my head that I follow regularly, and I've bought something from each of them.
If you want to know who those people are, get in touch with us at Music and Mascara on Facebook.
Yeah, and if you join our private group, maybe we can share some more insight into things like that.
Specific things to look for in people.
And you can find our private group, our private group at dylanandleslie.com.
Yeah, that way we don't just plug one person over the other, because we've actually done more research.
Right.
We may even have more resources kind of in a favorites list than we've actually participated in ourselves, or that would work for us.
Right.
That don't work for us, that might work for you,
and
you know.
I have lots of people that come to me and they'll ask opinions, and I'm just really honest, because you have to be able to connect with a person and how they're doing business, or it's not going to do you any good. And if it's just content, I actually listened to something yesterday and it really struck me. It's more so, a lot of the content is the same, period. Like, how do you do Facebook? How do you do Snapchat? Like,
that's because the fundamentals are usually the same.
Right. So if you just take it to the basics, let's just say those were the classes you were doing. But how I run something, and how Dylan runs something, and how the 7-figure earner runs something, like, those are all going to be different. But who can you learn from? And who do you want to be like? And just who can you connect with? Because that is the difference in what's going to make you succeed, or what's going to make you follow through with something. And are they giving you something that you even need? You know, I don't need the basics of social media. You know, there's tons of social media classes you can take. I'm on social media a lot. I don't need the basics. You know, what are you going to give me, and am I going to learn from that? Is it something I can do? I like chances to interact with people. So again, if they're super active, and I don't want anybody to tell me how to do Periscope, and I've never seen them on Periscope. I mean, really. And you just make these connections with people, and that's what it is. It's real.
Yep.
So that's how I pick training. And that is what I'm currently trying to catch up on, because I have previously purchased training that I've not completed.
And I don't know if you noticed, but she has said numerous times, purchased training. Making a good deal is one thing, but when you're trying to improve yourself, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. And it costs money. I mean, it costs money. And the funny thing is it costs money to develop this stuff. I mean, it costs money to even make this. Look at all this stuff we're doing right now. It costs money to do all this. So,
right.
And the good ones, they do charge. Not because they're going to make millions of dollars from it, but because they recognize that what they're doing carries value. Like, I feel like every time we've paid money, and we've paid a lot of money for some stuff, but I feel like every time we've paid money, I can think months later that this many transactions, or this group of transactions, or this group of customers, or this audience that I got in front of is a result of that money that I spent for that training. Like, and it might not happen tomorrow where you're like, I spent X amount of dollars training and I made that money back. But over time, man, the investment in yourself is worth it.
And just a different perspective on that is, we talk a lot about attracting people to you, and who are you attracting? If you are selling a service or a product and you're trying to better yourself, which you should do, but if your attitude is to be cheap, to always want a refund, to always be looking for stuff for free, and you're not willing to invest in yourself, those are the same people you're going to attract. So people, if you're surrounded by people that don't have any money, that can't buy your product, that aren't satisfied with your product, like, I think you really have to look at yourself and how you're presenting yourself and your attitude about how those systems work, because it all comes back to you.
Yep. And that's not to say, like, don't hang around with people that don't have money.
No, not at all.
Don't exclude people or any of that kind of stuff. It's not anything like that.
And I'm not the same on the flip side. I'm not saying just...
We should actually do a video on that.
Go invest money and think that it's going to fix your problems either, because it's not.
Oh, there's been a lot of people that have spent a lot of money on training and that have never transitioned from that to that.
If you're not ready, if you have any hesitation about spending the money, if you have hesitation about the person that's providing the training, if you have hesitation about doing the work, the really good people will lay out how much work is going to be involved before they even take your money. If you're already not committed to all of those things, it is not worth your investment.
Anyway, my name is Dylan.
I'm Leslie.
And this is Music and Mascara. Check us out at musicandmascara.com. And check us out on in our Facebook group. Well, actually, you can find that at dylanandleslie.com, right?
Yes.
So that's that. We will talk to y'all next time. We need to do a whole video on the whole being cheap thing. Just, did we do one like that before?
I don't know that we've done a video. I probably have a blog post about it, but I don't know that we've actually done a video.
Because you don't want people to get the wrong impression of it. But you do want people to always be looking up. Like,
yes.
Looking
your
ahead
mindset
and
controls
up.
More of everything in your life than you might realize.
Yep. And how you carry yourself and how you walk around and how you look at other people and how you look at stuff affects who's going to walk up to you, who's going to say hi to you.
Right.
I don't smile enough. I don't. Even playing on stage, I could be like in the middle of a guitar solo and still not smiling, and I'm having more fun than I'm having doing almost anything else, and still don't smile enough. Got like way off topic.
Yeah, I don't know what the topic was now. Training. Training and personal development.
Training and personal development.
That's what our subject was today.
I think it's because a lot of our conversations come back around to personal development, which makes me
huge.
Yeah, and I guess it makes me feel good about.
It's where
we censor things. Yeah.
Also.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Being better makes you better, and I used to ride motorbikes for a living, and I always used to say that you had to ride with somebody faster than you to make you faster. Like if you.
And it's the same thing. So surround yourself. Look at the 5 people you're closest to. And if you're the best in the room, you need a new crowd.
Yep.
Like, you should always be striving to be more and better.